Hi everybody, I'm Mike Bernard along with my co-host Steve Tempesta, coming to you from Sullivan Arena at St. Anselm's College, where today the Bedford Bulldogs take on the Kingswood Knights in a quarterfinal round playoff action with a winner going to the semifinals Wednesday night. Steve, what do you expect to see?
I'll tell you what, Mike, this is going to be a fantastic game. We're seeing a third place Bedford team coming off some huge victories last week, 4 in a row. Keene on Monday, followed up with a big win against Goffstown on Wednesday, and then 2 back-to-back wins against Merrimack. Very, very good games for both those games. So a 4-game win streak. On the other side, Kingswood, they too are on a win streak. They finished up the season as equally as strong with 3 games in a row, and their final game being a 6-0 victory over Dover, which is quite impressive. So we're going to see a very good game.
Bedford's riding with their #1 goalie right now, Steve Tempesta, who's the 3rd best goalie in the league right now. He's stolen Merrimack not once, but twice. But how are we looking at the Kingswood team? We got a couple players in that team they really have to watch out for.
So on Kingswood, they have two players that are very good. Their top offensive player is #2, Chris Pellini, who definitely puts the puck in the net. This next best player is number 19, and I'm going to say his name correct, Brad Riley. So we have 2 players that are both skilled athletically on that team. We need to watch those guys. Pellini's one that's going to stretch the offense for them. They're going to look to get long bomb passes to him. On our side with Tempesta in net, he's riding a pretty good wave at the end of the season. Coming into this, the final end of the season for him, his statistics are pretty impressive as well. I wrote him down. 3rd in wins. He's got a 1.59 goals against average and a .928 save percentage. Both very impressive numbers. So we're going to see a highly skilled offensive team and a pretty skilled defensive team here.
And you need a hot goalie on the road to repeat. So let's see what happens now. Let's get ready. Hi everybody, I'm Mike Bernard along with my co-host Steve Tempesta, bringing you Bedford High School hockey playoff action, where today the Bedford Bulldogs will be taking on the Kingswood Knights. Steve, what do you expect tonight, this afternoon's game?
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, this is going to be an exciting game. 2 teams that are eager to get into the playoffs and get something started. Bedford's coming off a state championship victory last year. They're defending state champions, so they're here to continue to show their dominance. Kingswood's looking to make a name for themselves. They finished in 7th place. Bedford finished in 3rd. I expect this to be an exciting game.
The winner goes to the semifinals Wednesday night. Bedford looking to repeat as state champions Division II. We're getting ready. We're moments away for the drop of the puck for this playoff action. Steve, we'll start off. Can you just give everybody the website? You want to go on the website and view the photos, videos, and learn more about the players. What's the website?
Absolutely. The website is www.bedfordhockey.com. A couple things to look for on that site. There's lots of information there for our varsity players, our junior varsity players, and our 2 Bedford middle school teams. We're also looking to start recruiting our 5th grade players to get them to sign up. There's a link on there for that as well. We'd love to have you 5th graders sign up. We're looking for summer teams and as well for teams in the fall, for more middle school teams for the fall. So we're looking forward to a great year. But again, Bedford, www.bedfordhockey.com.
And as you know, hockey never ends. It's a full year-round sport now.
It sure is. It sure is. Well, Mike, I don't know about you, but I haven't slept very well in the past couple days. I've been very excited for this game. I can't wait for the puck to drop.
I'm geared up. I know you're geared up. Let's go. Drop of the puck. Bedford takes control. Gagliardi over to number 24, Cullen Willie. Now Mitchell, one of the 3 tri-captains for Bedford, fires it in. Goes around the Kingswood net. They're going to fire it back out over to Willie. Willie takes control, fires it up the boards. Bedford can't take control, but Kingswood fires it out to Gagliardi. An errant pass across the ice. Can't connect. And here's a break in. Here's O'Hara. Takes a shot. Saved by the goalie off his glove. And he dives to save it. And he'll have a whistle.
Nice little first period, first shift action right there by the Bulldogs. Really trying to control that play, changing directions, trying to get a little bit more transition. Talking with Coach Luke before the game and Coach Palmer as well. Certainly, their big things were transition hockey and making sure that we stay in control and move that puck quickly through the neutral zone. We saw a little bit of that here. Let's see if the second line can manage the same thing.
Yeah, Collins for Bedford. He's going to fire it up. A foot chase now with Kingswood, number 25 for Bedford. Benjamin Philbrick. Kingswood takes control. The defenseman's going to rush it up the ice. Across the blue line. Kept in by Kingswood. Fired in the corner. And D's going to have to go chase it. Now D. Goes D to D. Up the ice to Philbrick. Bedford having a hard time getting control of the puck in the early stages of the game here. Going to fire it up. That's Boyd. Boyd's got it. Takes a shot. Blocked by the defenseman. Followed up. Can't do so. And here comes Kingston. Rushing it up the ice 2-on-2. Need a save by Tempesta off the pad. Goes off into the corner. Kingston takes control. Gagliardi's going to chuck him into the boards. Try to center it. And Gagliardi's going to fire it all the way out. Back to the Kingston defenseman.
So the Kingswood player number 2 is the guy that we're looking for here, Chris Polini. Chris Polini, as I spoke with the coaches prior to the game, is their leading scorer, top athletic player on this team. We'll see a lot of him on the ice tonight, Mike, and he's one of those guys you just got to keep an eye on and keep control of. So,
and there he is as we speak.
There he is. So,
in between the pipes this afternoon for Kingswood, it's going to be number 1, Sean Gogan, and for Bedford, no surprise there, Steve Tempesta, number 1. And there's a draw. Tempesta forced it up. Trouble, there's a goal by number 7, C.J. Sorrell, as he picks up the loose puck and he roofs it.
Let's watch that on replay right there. Looks like a little confusion by the Bedford players in front of the net. Tempesta had an opportunity to sort of pull that puck back in and could have potentially covered it up. He opted to knock that puck out. Unfortunately, gave it right back to a Kingswood player and they scored.
Now D for Bedford over to O'Hara. Christopher O'Hara back up to Willie. Here's Mitchell. Gets checked twice for his actions. Now O'Hara going to check him back. Now here's Willie. Fires it up the boards to Mitchell. Up to O'Hara. Here's O'Hara to Mitchell. Shot saved. Rebound. Net comes over and get a whistle. A little bit of a jamming in front of the net. Little conversation going on between Bedford and Kingston there. Kingswood. My bad, I apologize, Kingswood. I'm sure I'll say Kingston again, but Kingswood. Kingswood goalie covers it right off the face-off and a save.
Well, it looks like Bedford's got a little burr under their saddle after giving up that first early goal. They're going to look to come back very aggressively here and play a little bit more aggressively.
Now DeRocher's in the corner battling it out. Kingswood comes out, fires it up. Up the ice. Fired in the Kingswood zone. Kingswood defenseman take it out. Up to his D-man, up to the wing. Fires it in. Vanderminden fires it up the boards. Gets it to Collins. Bedford's going to make a change in the middle here. Here comes Kingswood. They fire it in. dump and chase for Bedford. That's Vanderman and the defenseman. Shot saved by Tempesta. They'll stop it and take for the whistle.
One of the things we saw on that play right there, Mike, we saw a Bedford player, once he saw his partner on defense was going to gain control of that puck, he skated beyond the red line so that if he does tap that puck, it goes on all the way down the end. It's going to be on sides. We're talking to the coaches before the game. This was an opportunity to really stretch out the defense from Kingswood and make them play not just one zone of the ice, but two zones of the ice while they're trying to keep control of Bedford here.
Bedford definitely has the speed, so use it to your advantage. Now Gagliardi over to Willie. Back to Gagliardi. Up the ice, tries to connect to Boyd, can't do so. And it's going to come all the way back to the Kingswood goalie. He's going to play it. There's Willie, he's going to chase it after. That's no icing, he's waved off. The icing's waved off. Here's Willie. Fires it up. Here comes Boyd. Can't get it to it in time, and it's fired back in the Bedford zone. Here's a chase by Kingswood. Can't quite get it for his diving action there, and Bedford's going to take it back out. Here's trouble, saved by Tempesta, another save. Two good saves in a row. He's going to cover up for the whistle. The face-off's going to come to the right of the Bedford netminder.
Well, it appears that we're almost 5 minutes into this game. It looked like after that first shift, Bedford really was going to be in control of this game, but for the past 3 minutes, they've been struggling to get shots on net, get pucks in deep, and be in control. Looks a little sloppy. Looks like the nerves are getting to them in this first period for a little bit.
And we've seen that in the last couple of games that we've done, Steve, where they've come out slow and eventually they get their legs and they come out and they start flying and they take control of the game. So it looks like that's what's going to happen so far in this game, but hopefully they don't dig themselves in a hole too much.
Correct. I think you're right. I think you're right, Mike. This is a second period, third period team, but you can't get behind too early.
Now Kingswood tries to fire it out. D keeps it in. Off to O'Hara. O'Hara with a shot, save. Another save, loose puck. And Mitchell gets a little bit of a punch in the head there for his trouble by storming the goalie, trying to get that loose puck, but it was loose.
Looks like Mitchell's just trying to play a little head games here with the goaltender. Get into his grill a little bit early. I don't know if it's going to pay off, but we'll see how the game goes.
Ryan Collins set to take the face off for Bedford. In the battle. That's Vanderman, and he can't keep it in. Now back to Gagliardi. Gagliardi's going to fire it around the boards in the Kingswood end. DeRoche's going to chase after it. Chuck from behind, no call. Collins battles, trying to come out with it. Bedford does. Centering pass, can't get it to DeRoche. Well, here comes Kingswood.
That looked like a real nice effort there by Ben Philbrick to really put that puck on DeRoche's stick. It just didn't make it. Defenseman stepped in nicely.
9-10 in the first opening period here. 1-0 Kingswood. On a goal by C.J. Sorrell. And we got a delayed offside. Bedford's going to clear the zone. And here comes Bedford, number 24, the co-captain, Colin Willie. Centers it.
Oh, what a big stop right there by Tempesta. That may be what they needed.
Beautiful glove save.
That was their guy, number 2, their best player, making a great play, hanging out up front. Both defensemen stepped behind the red line and allowed that player to remain wide open. Tempesta needed to come up big, and he did.
A little bit of lapse there by the Bedford defense, and Tempesta stepping up and making a great save. Now Kingswood keeping the pressure on. Fired around the board by the defense, number 4 for Kingswood. Now Bedford just trying to get it out to make a line change, and they do. Now here's O'Hara putting the pressure on by Mitchell. Mitchell and O'Hara trying to get center in. Can't center it does. Oh, Mitchell almost puts it home.
Oh, what a shot by Viola.
Save by the goalie. As Viola followed up on that.
Oh, it's just going to escape the zone.
Almost. Can't get the shot away. It's deflected by Kingswood and knocked out. And Bedford's going to have to regroup. Bedford putting some pressure on there. And here comes Mitchell chasing after it. With Viola. Viola's going to come out with it. He's battling. Two Kingswood defenders are down. It's Mitchell trying to center it. Back to Vanderman, and the shot saves.
Well, that was a lot of pressure by that line right there, Mike. That's the kind of pressure we need from this team to be sustained for 3 periods.
They get everything in that phase there but score. Just couldn't put the puck home. But it seems like Bedford is woken up. Now putting some pressure on. There's a shot from the point, saved by Gogan. Gagliardi takes a shot, tipped. Loose puck. Taken by Bedford. Setting it up. There's a shot. DeRoche's going to go in the corner. Can't quite get it. There's a check. Collins is going to battle. Here comes Kingswood. A little confusion there. Almost cost him. And here's Collins. Behind his net. Going to give it to Gagliardi. Gagliardi's going to grab it, settle it down. And go back to Willie. Willie. To Collins. With the Rochers trying to help him out. Here comes Willie. And Gagliardi's going to have to follow up and then on the puck. Fires it up. The Boyd can't quite reach him. To connect with the pass. And Murray's going to chase the Kingswood defender on the net. Now here's D. Fires it up. D to D for Kingswood. Boyd forechecking on the play. That's going to be ice. That's going to come all the way back to the Kingswood end for a face-off.
Well, what we've seen is a little change in the momentum here, Mike. Past 2 or 3 shifts from Bedford, really they're starting to use their team speed and putting some definite pressure on the defensemen in their zone, not allowing them any space or time, and that's what they need to do. Next thing they need to do is crack the goaltender with a goal.
There's a shot, tip, save by Gogan. Now Boyd's got it behind the net, Kingswood net. Look to set it up, he gets checked. Here comes Sorrell, he's going to take it out. Oh, nice check at center ice by D. And they're going to call him for an elbow. That was questionable. I don't know if they got the elbow or not. I thought it was a good clean check.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that call, but unfortunately, the ref here has the final say. So we're going to be shorthanded for 2 minutes with 5:45 left in the first period. No surprise by Kingswood as they bring out their leading scorer, Chris Polini, and the leading defenseman, Brad Riley, number 19. Number 2 and 19, those are the guys we're looking for.
Shot, saved by Tempesta. Rebound. Bedford takes control, fires it out. Now they go D to D. They're in a ducking chase play here as they fire it in and go after it. Bedford can't quite get it out. Now Vanderman is going to fire it out. Rebound comes off the defenseman, and now it's going to fire it all the way down the end, and that's going to kill some time off the penalty. Now Kingswood looking to set it up. There's Gagliardi, he's going to fire it in, he's pinching.
Oh, here's a chance right here by Ben Philbrook.
Philbrook comes in, shots. Weak shot on net. Taken by Gogan, and he pushes it off to the corner, and here comes Kingswood. Gagliardi gets a piece of him, slows him down. Collins in the corner, fires it out. Oh, that was trouble.
Ooh, that was a dangerous pass out front by Collins, right to the forward from Kingswood.
Tees
right
it
there.
Up. Doesn't quite make the net. You are so right, Steve. That was trouble right there. The shot saved by Gogan.
I'm not sure how many times we can allow number 2, Polini, to be in front of the net uncontested and get shots and Tempesta come up with saves.
He's definitely the playmaker. They're looking to set him up in front of the net, and what they did earlier, but Tempesta made a great save to stop him. There's a shot. Way wide. Now Kingston, 26 seconds left on the penalty for Bedford. Around the net, Kingswood goes to the D, fires it back in, looking to set it up. Number 8 for Kingswood takes a shot. Goes off the back of the net. Now here comes number 12 for Bedford, Mitchell. Odd man rush, cuts in, almost cuts through. But he kills the last seconds of the power play. And O'Hara to Mitchell. Shot, tipped. And Bedford successfully kills off that penalty. Now here's Viola. Breaks in, shot.
Oh boy, that
nice save by Goalie. It's a piece of it.
Well, that ended better than it started for sure, with a chance by Kurt Mitchell coming down, trying to bust in between two defensemen there. Kingswood had difficulty getting out of the zone, had another chance by Viola. That's the stuff they need to do, is capitalize quickly, transition hockey, and get chances on their goalie.
Now Boyd takes a face-off for Bedford. Vanderman tries to pitch and he loses it, and they get behind him. Shot high in the net, and they get a whistle. And I believe that was tipped. That's going to stay in the Bedford zone. As the face-off comes to the left of Tempesta. Sorrell for Kingswood is going to hit the draw with Boyd. Boyd takes it. Here they go. Sousa's got it. Can't get it on net. Vanderman is going to pinch. Able to keep it in. And a wide pass. Gagliardi's going to step in and fire that back in. And here comes Kingswood. Nice play by Gagliardi to keep it out of the zone. Bedford seems to be running around right now. They need to take control of the puck and take control and get some good passes. Here's the Boyd. Crosses the blue line. Over to Murray. Shot. Oh! I think that almost went in. That was a look where I got, Mom, because I don't think Gogan ever saw it. He just reached his arm up and was able to grab it with his glove.
Well, that was kind of a little chip shot on net that happened to go off the defenseman's stick that really kind of handcuffed the goaltender there. That could have snuck by. That would have been very fortunate for Bedford.
Ryan Collins on the draw for Bedford. There's Philbrick battling over to DeRocher. He fires it out in front. Nobody there to take the rebound or the pass. And now D's got it. Over to DeRocher. He's going to fire it in. Philbrick chases after it. Now DeRocher's. And here comes Kingswood. There's a break in. Number 29 for Bedford takes it. That's Campbell. Campbell battles, save. Oh, that was a loose puck. That could have been dangerous. But Philbrick takes the rebound. He's going to, it's D rather, takes the rebound. He's going to skate it up. Philbrick battles. Now Mitchell's battling with Kingswood, losing it in his feet, lost it in his feet. Tries to chip it around the defenseman, can't do so. And here comes Philbrick on a 3-on-2. Shot. High shot over the net. And there's number 2. The leading goal scorer for Kingswood, Bellini. He's trouble, look out. And a nice save by Tempesta as Bellini had a shot on net, and that could have been trouble. Those weird angles are tough for the goalies.
No, you never know. It appears as if Bellini is a guy that just when he gets the puck on his stick, he's going to shoot and shoot hard. That could have easily snuck in by the pad and the post. It was a good thing that he was hugging that post as tight as he was. They teach as a goalie, if there's a shot on net and you don't see the puck, don't move. Keep your head on a swivel and look for the puck, but don't move. Now here's Mitchell, fires it in. Viola's going to chase after it for Bedford. O'Hara's got it. Takes a shot, saved by Gogan. There's Mitchell over to O'Hara. Now Viola's got it. This is Bedford's first line. We're in the last minute of play here. 1-0 Kingswood. Now Viola battles it, can't get it. Now Kingswood's going to come out on a 3-on-2. Swept away by Philbrick, by Colin Willie. Now up to O'Hara. 27 seconds left in the first period. Oh boy, what a big hit by O'Hara, sending that player, number 9, into the bench.
Yeah, and he's hurt. He's shaking up. He's shaking up. Here's Viola. 16 seconds left in the period. Trying to make something happen. Tries to get it to Gagliardi. 7 seconds in the period. Enough for one last rush. Takes a shot, goes wide at Tempesta. And we're going to get a penalty on an elbow.
Looks like they're calling a high sticking or an elbow penalty here in number 2. It looks like Bedford may go into it with a man advantage as we come out of in between first and second period. That could be a nice, fortunate thing for Bedford right there.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's what we get. We're going to get an elbow on number 2, Bellini. And Bedford's going to start out the second period on a power play.
Well, that was a nice finish to the period. It looks like Bedford came out real slow early on, Mike. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely. Bedford came out slow, picked it up in the later stages of the first period, put some pressure on the Kingswood goalie. Hopefully they can take on the second period with their power play and tie the game up.
I agree. Well, the good news is we're going to start off on a power play, 5-on-4 action, fresh ice, fast lines. I expect we're going to see a little bit of action here as we get into the second period.
Are you ready? We are. Let's get ready for second period action right after this. And we're back here, second period action, with the score Kingswood 1, Bedford nothing. Bedford's going to start off the period on a power play, and they actually started the end of the first period, Steve, on fire, where they put a lot of heat and a lot of pressure on Kingswood's goalie, Gogan.
I agree. I think that's what they need to do. Here on the power play, what they're going to be looking to do is work on an overload on one side or the other, whichever side they choose. They're going to be dropping a defenseman down into the play, looking to get some one-timers on net. On this power play. Fast ice, puck's going to be moving quick right now.
Mitchell takes the face off for Bedford, and here we go, second period action. Let's see if Bedford can capitalize early here. They're going to have to with a power play. Now O'Hara takes it across the blue line, looks over to Mitchell. Mitchell takes a shot, saved by Gogan. That would have went high, but a centering pass. Now to D over to Gagliardi. Gagliardi looking, tries to set it up. Over to Mitchell. Back over to Viola. Over to O'Hara. That almost connected there.
One thing I'm picking up on here is our goalie here. The goalie here, Gogan, really stands a stand-up goalie. He's not really doing too much. Might be an opportunity here for the forwards to really take some hard slap shots, but keep him on the ice and keep him on his toes. Once they get him to drop down, then you can start firing up top.
Good point, Steve. Good point. Kingswood's going to fire it in. No icing as Kingswood's short-handed. Gagliardi goes in a battle. Here comes Gagliardi, or they call him Gags on the team. Over the blue line, carries it, looking to set it up. Now D tees it up, shot save. Over to Mitchell. Gives it to Viola. O'Hara gets knocked down in front of the net. Now over to Mitchell. Gonna set it up. Viola's got it.
Good little battle in front of the net with the forward and the D.
Tees it up. Doesn't quite make it. Rebound. Saved by Gogan.
Pretty shot right there. Pretty shot by Kurt Mitchell. A little rough stuff going on at the end there. We want to stay out of the box.
Getting a little chippy in front. And it looks like, no, I thought Bedford was going to get a penalty, but not the case. 24 seconds left of the Bedford power play. Still time to get a goal.
I agree there, Mike. I think they need to really control their emotions here. I know they're behind, they're chasing a goal, but you know what? They're a solid enough team that they can score big in bunches. So really control their emotions, stay in it right here, and control the play.
And Gogan grabs the puck, gonna hold it for the whistle with 10 seconds left there on the power play from Bedford. One last chance, drive back and tee it up on the goalie. Philbrook's gonna take the face off, and it's gonna be fired out by Kingswood. And that's gonna do it for the Bedford power play as we're back to 5-on-5.
Oh, Polini stepping right out of the box, almost broke up that play and walked in on the goalie.
Here's Philbrook, takes a shot, saved by Gogan. So Gogan's been busy, but really nothing hardcore for shots, Steve. Just kind of flutters and, you know, easy, I would say easy saves, but nothing hardcore yet.
Well, you know what? The good news is they're getting shots on net. They're not firing them over and wide, making him work a little bit. Perhaps they tire him down or wear him down a little bit, and maybe in the third period we score a bunch of goals.
Murray kicks the face off for Bedford, draws it back, shot just wide of the net.
That went through a bunch of legs. I'm not sure Gogan really got a true look at that.
Now kept in by Vanderman, and takes a shot, fires it in. Oh, Murray chases after it. He battles. Oh, here comes Kingswood. They break it out. But Boyd meets him at center ice, but here comes number 7. It's Sorrell. He scored the lone goal for Kingswood. There's a missed check by number 27 for Bedford, Campbell. Now Sorrell fires it in. Riley, he's one of the 2 guys we were looking at earlier in the game to be careful of and leery of. Now his Boyd follows up on the missed pass. Can't get control, get a shot. Now Riley takes it. There's Sorrell. Here comes Bedford, right back in the Kingswood zone. D takes a shot, doesn't quite make it. On the follow-up shot, saved by Gogan. And he's going to cover it up, as there was trouble there in front of the Kingswood net.
A little late shove there by Boyd. We got to stay in control. Watch our emotions. I know that bodies are being banged around out there, but we got to control our emotions and stay out of the box. We're no good to each other in the box.
Here's Mitchell, draws it back. Now D fires it in. Delayed offside. Bedford clears. Now they're going back in. Here's Mitchell. Shot,
Get
save,
in.
rebound!
Oh, what a save!
Scrambled in the net. They couldn't put it home.
I'm not sure Gogan got that. It looked like one of the defensemen. We'll have to look at that on replay after the play stop.
Now Viola's got it. Bedford putting the pressure on, doing everything but scoring. Now Vanderman takes a shot. Viola's in the corner. Draws it back to Mitchell. Over to O'Hara. O'Hara's shot saved by Gogan. Now Mitchell. Grasso for Kingswood fires it out. Fired it back in by D. Bedford clears the zone. Fired back in by D. And Bedford's going to have to get a change. That line's been out there for a while, Steve.
I agree. You know what? Put it in pressure. Put it down deep one more time. Get off the ice and get a fresh legs.
Shot by Bedford. Fired in. No line change yet.
Looks like we're going to get a line change here now.
Willie for Bedford.
Both teams are getting off the ice.
Long pass. Can't quite connect. Now Willie for Bedford takes it. Fires it up. For Philbrook. Can't quite make the pass. And fired out. That's going to go out of the play. And we're going to get a whistle back in the Kingswood end.
Well, we're 5 minutes into the second period. Bedford's really controlled the play. They've been benefited by a 2-minute power play, obviously, but Kingswood appears to be having some difficulty getting out of the zone. So this is a good time for Bedford really to continue to put pressure. Shots on net, shots on net, shots on net. That's the motto here.
Here's Collins, keeps it in. A shot by Philbrook was going to go up into the net. And they are definitely keeping the netminder from Kingswood busy in this second period.
I think what we're going to see is a little bit of jockeying between the 2 head coaches here. They're trying to match up lines. As you see, Kingswood's putting out their top offensive line. And now Bedford has their top defensive-minded offensive team.
I'm Mike Currier. This is Steve Tempesta. We're coming to you from Sullivan Arena in quarter-final playoff round between Bedford and Kingswood. 1-0 Kingswood with 9:50 left in the second period. Now Kingswood breaks it out. Bedford miscued there, and Kingswood takes it and up the ice. Kept in the zone. That's number 19, Brad Riley. That's a hard check. But Bedford's able to, kept in. Thought it was going to go out, but not the case. Now Willie. Over to Gagliardi.
Willie looked like he was a little shaken up on that last big hit by number 2, Polini. And a little bit timid out there. He's probably going to come to the bench, get a change.
Here comes Collins. Tries to break it in. It's broken up. Bedford's going to change, and they're caught in the line change. There's a chase. Riley, he gets checked.
Nice big hit right there by J.J. Vanderminnen to control that play and take the puck. Now we're just looking for some transition hockey here. It's good end-to-end action here by both squads.
Here's Philbrook. Carries over the line. And knocked out by Kingswood in a dump. And chasing after is number 22, Richard. Richard's going to battle with Bedford defenseman. Loses the battle around the net. Fired in the Kingswood zone. A delayed offside. And Bedford clears. Here's Campbell. Over to Vanderminden. Now Susie over to Boyd.
Nice steal right there. Nice steal by Boyd off to Murray. Just trying to get some action here in their zone.
Kingswood's going to fire it in. Boyd's going to pick it up. Boyd looking to pass to Susie. He misses the pass. Kingswood takes it up. Now Boyd. A little collision there at center ice between Boyd and D.
So one of the keys before the game, I was talking with Coach Palmer before the game, and what he said was when the Kingswood team changes, whether it doesn't matter the period, but when they change, we're looking for a quick transition. They had an opportunity for a quick transition there, basically go to D to forward at center ice, and they failed in that opportunity. So I think that they need to get a little bit better at that. As Kingswood goes off, Bedford controls the play. They have to get that puck down their zone and really put pressure on Gogan again.
Absolutely. Keep the pressure on the Kingswood goalie. Centering pass. That's going to come out. Here comes number 2. Polini's going to have a chase. Nice check to slow him down. Nice check again on Polini by number 39. That's Vanderminden.
Well, this game is getting very physical with those lines out there. Both teams are really throwing the body around. Big hit by Polini.
Mitchell passes it over to Viola. Just can't quite make it. Now O'Hara's in the corner battling. O'Hara, centering pass.
Wow, what a save there by Gogan right there on the doorstep by Kurt Mitchell.
Save by Gogan. And you're right, Steve, it's getting chippy. As they crash the Kingswood netminder, looking for a rebound.
We just saw the two most talented offensive lines by both sides on the ice going end to end, throwing the body around, playing as big hits, big contact. Bedford got the last word on that play by throwing a couple good pucks to the net. We need to continue that pressure on this team. There's 6:40 left in the second period. Now's the time that they need to capitalize and score a goal.
Now number 15 for Bedford, DeRocher in the corner. We got a whistle here.
Well, puck went out of the zone, off the ice, so we're going to stay in the zone for a face-off here, Mike. What's going on now on the Bedford side is they've realized that they can take the body on this Kingswood team and really hammer them physically and take them out of their game. We just saw Brian Collins go deep into the corner and go hard and really put some pressure on the defenseman. He was just getting rid of that puck and took a big hit by Collins. So looks like physical play is going to be the name of the game for about 6 minutes here in the second period.
There's a shot saved by Gogan, going to cover it up. Getting chippy for sure out in front of that net, pushing and shoving. And Bedford's going to make the line change. They bring out the Mitchell, O'Hara, Viola line. Mitchell gets waved out. Now it's going to be O'Hara on the draw. Fired around by Kingswood. Kept in by Vanderminden. Now taken out. D's going to have to step up and take it. And he misses a
big miscue right there by D.
But you know what? He saved himself. He went back, got it, and made up for his miscue. Now here comes D. Over to O'Hara. O'Hara to Mitchell.
Oh, nice pass.
Nice pass. Oh, here's Viola. Over to Mitchell. O'Hara steps in, kept in. Nice play by the Bedford D.
Nice
keep
little,
it in the zone.
little kick save at the blue line there by Mike D.
D again with a nice little keep in, but knocked out by Kingswood. Here's O'Hara. It's a shot just wide of the net. Now Viola gets it. Here's D stepping in. Busy shift for him. Now Viola. Over to O'Hara. Viola, Mitchell. Now to Vanderminden. Vanderminden takes it, looks. Playing with that blue line out, that's trouble.
That wasn't Vanderminden, that was Jeffrey Campbell at the blue line.
Saved by Tempesta. Oh! That's going to be trouble. That's going to be trouble. That's number 38, Chris O'Hara, as he checked the netminder from Kingswood.
I'm not so sure that was intentional. Let's take a quick look at that on replay. Get a look at the goalie. Looks like he's a little bit hurt. I'm not so sure that was intentional. Looked like Chris O'Hara was trying to skirt behind the net, and the goalie, and he just got tangled up. But that was a big collision. Let's see what takes place here. I'm not sure this is not going to be a major penalty. Chris O'Hara may get ejected from this game.
It looks like by the replay, the goalie came out of the crease, tried to play the puck, and O'Hara just checked him as he was going after it. So, not sure if you're right, Steve, it was intentional or unintentional, but O'Hara's going to get a penalty for the trouble.
Well, we're here with 4:52 left in the second period. What we're looking here for the next couple of minutes, because we're going to play shorthanded, hopefully only for 2 minutes, but we'll see what the two referees decide for a moment. We're going to need to see these guys to buckle down again, stay disciplined, stay out of the box, and hopefully we can kill off this power play by Kingswood.
Center ice, and the referees explained to Mitchell and the captain from Kingswood what the call is and what happened. And it looks like now it's going to be only a 2-minute penalty for O'Hara. As you're right, Steve, it could have been worse. He could have got a major or ejected.
I still like the physical play. I still like them going hard to the net. However, the goalie is, as both of us are goalie parents, they're going out to play the puck. There's got to be some type of protection for those guys because they're just not ready for that big collision. A little bit unwarranted, but here we go on a shorthanded bid.
Now number 9, Grasso for Kingswood, kept in. Philbrook tries to get it, can't do so. Kingswood, they go fire it in. They got to go dump and chase here. That's number 37, Bedford Collins, tries to fire it out. Back to the point, tees it up. Over the head of Tempesta. We're going to get a whistle, a high stick. That's going to come out of the zone. All the way down to the Kingswood end. With 4:29 left to play in the second period, Kingswood holding on to a slim 1-0 lead, and Bedford putting pressure on. They're doing everything, throwing the kitchen sink at the goalie, but they just can't put it in the net. Now Mitchell takes the face-off, controlled by Kingswood. That's Fuller. He's going to take it out behind his net. Fuller. Over to Polini. Taken by Bedford. Fired in. Giving chase now is Mitchell.
Oh boy, nice play by the defenseman at the blue line, just couldn't keep it in.
And that was a hard check on Gagliardi as he tried to clear it out. Now Grasso's got it. Tries to clear it. That could have been trouble. Now number 24 for Bedford, that's Willie. Now here's Grasso, fires it up. Grasso takes it over the line. There's a check, trying to center it, kept in. There's a Viola. Oh, Gagliardi battling with Polini, and it's going to be fired out by Bedford all the way down to the other end of the ice. And that's going to kill some time off the penalty here for Bedford as they make a line change. Now Polini takes it. He's trouble over the blue line, tees it up, saved by Tempesta. And the saving, I take the puck all the way out to the outside the blue line.
Well, Kingswood's regrouping. They're going to dump it back in and chase after it to see what Bedford can do next.
Oh, Viola tries to fire it out. Can't do so. Still kept in the Bedford end. Viola finally is able to fire it out all the way back to the end. That's going to do it for the Kingswood power play as Bedford successfully kills it off. And we're back to 5-on-5 action. Centering pass save. Goalie falls over. Can't capitalize. Shot from the point wide of the net. There's Collins. He's got it. He's battling. Number 15, that's DeRocher. Centering pass.
It looks like we're going to get a power play. No.
You got a whistle. Let's see what the call is.
Looks like the two players are going off the ice here. Brian Collins from Bedford, number 3.
Mike Currier for Kingswood is going to get the gate.
A couple of matching penalties. Just a couple of matching penalties here going into the box. So no harm for either team. But again, Bedford's got to control themselves and stay out of the box.
Boyd takes a face-off shot. Doesn't make it to the net. Fired around by Kingswood, kept in by D. Centering pass, just trouble. Can't put it home. D's going to tee it up.
Oh boy, I'm not sure who that hit.
Look, the head of Viola, or number 10. I'm sorry, Murray. And the shot saved by Gogan. He's going to cover up for the whistle with 2:03 left in the second period. Kingswood 1, Bedford nothing.
Well, Kingswood's throwing their top line out there again. Bedford opts to stay with their third line. This is a nice line to be out there. They're a good, hard, grinding line. See if they can get some offense.
Yes, Boyd, they win the face-off. Are controlled by Kingston. They come up the ice. Number 19, Riley fires it in. Giving chase number 7. That's CJ Sorrell. Sorrell comes out with it. Tries to center it. Can't do so. Kept in and controlled by Bedford. Here they come. Bedford lost the puck. He takes control. There's trouble. Now Boyd takes it, fires it up. Tries to head man at the Murray, can't do so. Now Boyd's on a forecheck. Number 24 for Bedford, Willie. Over to D. D fans on it, takes control of it, fired back in, all the way in by Susi, and Bedford changes. Over to Mitchell, 30 pass.
Oh, what a goal right there by Kurt Mitchell.
Mitchell gets the goal.
What a beautiful feed by Tyler Murray out to Kurt Mitchell. What a fantastic play to capitalize on that. Let's take a look at that on replay.
Beautiful centering pass to Mitchell, and he's going to tie the game here.
That play started with the two boys in the corner, Tyler Murray and Nate Boyd, putting pressure on that one defenseman. Tyler Murray comes out of the corner, feeds Mitchell. Mitchell finds the back of the net. We're tied here 1-1 with 1:10 left.
Bedford finally solves the riddle of the goaltender from Kingswood and ties the game here with 1:10 left in the second period. Now Viola fires in. O'Hara's giving chase. Number 39 for Bedford, that's Vanderman, and he fires it in. Now Mitchell's going to go after it. Fresh off his goal. Now Viola with a check. O'Hara over to Gagliardi, tees it up. Save by Gogan. He's going to hold on to it. 40 seconds left here in the second period, Steve. And this game has been everything we thought it was going to be. Kingswood is definitely not a pushover. They've come to play and has given Bedford everything they can handle right now. Oh, that was trouble. Gagliardi teed it up and it tipped. Redirected, it almost went in. Now Mitchell. Shot, can't make the net. Taken by Kingswood and fires it around by number 12. Fuller. Shot saved by Gogan. That was a screenshot.
Well, it appears they've changed a little bit of direction here on offensive strategy. The D are getting that puck at the point. As Kingswood is just firing that puck around, just trying to get it out. Bedford D are getting the puck, quickly pulling it off the boards and taking rapid shots to the net with screens, and they're just trying to draw traffic in front of the goaltender, kind of mix him up a little bit. It worked on the last shift. We'll see how it works on the next few.
There's O'Hara, takes a shot.
Oh, another goal by Chris O'Hara from behind the net.
Gets his own rebound and puts it over the right shoulder of Hogan in Bedford. Right back with 11 seconds left in the second period. Takes a 2-1 lead. Let's go to the replay on that, Steve, and tell me what you see.
Well, what I see there is Bedford winning that face-off, getting it behind the net. No defender from Kingswood putting any type of physical presence in front of O'Hara. He just pulls it out from behind the net, takes a quick shot, tries to stuff it home, collects his rebound. It happens to go off the goalie, top corner.
And I'll tell you, that's a deflator for Kingswood as they scored with less than 10 seconds left in the period. As Bedford will take a 2-1 lead into the locker room going into the third period. End of the second period, Bedford scoring with less than 10 seconds left in the second period to give them the boost, and that'll bring Kingston down. I'll deflate them a little bit, coming into the third period down 2-1 after leading the first period and half the second period 1-0.
Well, we've seen a complete transformation in this period. Bedford started out with a power play, really didn't muster too much offense there. Then they took a real bad penalty on the goaltender by Chris O'Hara. Turned out fortunate for Bedford where it didn't cost them a player. And then they capitalized at the end of the second period with 2 goals in the last minute and 10 seconds. That's a huge turnaround for Bedford. The momentum is definitely swayed in their direction. Going into the third period up 2-1, this is going to make for a fantastic third period.
We talked about Bedford being a second and third period team. Second period, they poured it on. Let's see if we'll see more in the third. Let's get to it right now. Get ready here for the drop the puck for third period action. I'm Mike Currier, Steve Tempesta coming to you from Sullivan Arena at St. Anselm's College. Chris O'Hara will pick the face-off from Bedford. And Kingston wins the draw. And here we go, third period, Steve. And shot saved by Tempesta, loses it, but he covers it. Kingswood, and I keep saying Kingston, so Kingswood.
Well, you know what? I made some big errors on my day. We were doing a game a few weeks ago, so I'm not going to let this one lie down.
Over to Kingswood D, tees it up, shot, just wide of Tempesta.
Well, these are the two strongest offensively talented lines for either Bedford and Kingswood. And what we're going to see here for these two teams, these two lines when they're on the ice, we're going to see some good, hard-nosed, physical hockey. We just saw a big hit right there by Chris Viola on number 19, Brad Riley. So we're going to continue to see this from these two teams for sure.
As we have a moment here, we're going to give accolades to the Bedford coaching staff. Marty Myers, the head coach, Luke Valancourt, assistant coach Don Palmer, the assistant coach, and the goalie coach is Ray Bernard, who's done a great job with the netminder Steve Tempesta and Lindbergh, the other goalie for Bedford. Now here we go, Gagliotti fires it up. Bedford winger falls down, that was Viola. Now Mitchell gives forecheck, kept in by Kingswood. Oh, there's trouble. Tempesta comes up, makes the save. Here comes O'Hara.
Nice.
To get by the defenseman.
Oh, nice play, looking for a man open.
Shot, rebound. And we get a whistle, and we get an early on Bedford. Looks like Mitchell's going to get the gate for, let's say, cross-check or interference.
Well, it looked like Mitchell has been bumping the goalie one too many times. They probably warned him on the ice. We can't hear it up here. But that last we'll go to the replay real quick. We'll see what Mitchell cutting right in front of the goalie and then getting a good whack on the goalie with his pads. But it appears as though the referee called him for an interference. So shorthanded, Bedford goes.
So Bedford's got some work to do, Steve. They're killing off this power penalty. Save, wide of the net.
So what they need here is Tempesta to come up big, be their best penalty killer on the ice right here. And we'll finish off this 2 minutes man down.
Kingswood trying to set it up. Bedford's in the box. Save. don't know if it went off the net or off Tempesta. Nonetheless, save and knocked all the way down to the Kingswood end. Now number 37, Bedford Collins, the lone forechecker for Bedford as Kingswood comes out. Number 2 for Bedford. Nice save by Tempesta.
Well, a little unfortunate. Mike D slipped and fell at the blue line and allowed the Kingswood to come in 2-on-1 on that play.
Oh, Bedford trying to get it out. They can't. Number 37 for Bedford. Here's Collins. On an odd-man rush. Tries to get it. Loses control. Number 2 for Kingswood. Polini tries to come across the ice. Can't. Now Gagliardi's going to get it. Fires it up. Fired up, but not out. Now it is out.
Nice little tip right there by Ben Philbrook to get that puck out of the zone.
Here's Polini going to tee it up. Wide of the net. Tempesta's going to cover it up. Get the whistle. Smart play. Get reorganized with 34 seconds left on the Bedford penalty.
Well, good choice right there to tie that puck up, allow his 2 offensive players to get off the ice. They've been out there for a minute and a half. Get some fresh legs. We'll kill off the rest of the 34 seconds on this penalty kill.
And it looks like D's going to go to the locker room. I think he's going to have to get his skate looked at because he fell down. I don't know if he lost his edge on his skate, but he's not on the bench right now, and I saw him go to the locker room. Now number 12 for Kingswood. That's Fuller. Behind the net, going to set it up. Number 9, Grasso. Fired back in. There's Fuller. He fires it in. Kingswood's going to try to set it up. And Bedford's rush to the puck. Here's Gagliardi. He's got it. He's going to try to fire it out. He does. Tries to get Boyd as he was coming out. Can't connect with him. And that's going to do it for the Kingswood power play as Bedford successfully killed it off. Now here's Viola battling with Kingswood defender. Takes a shot across the chest with a stick for his troubles. Now Boyd gets a check. Now Bedford fires it up. They're giving chase is number 23.
It looked like Nate Boyd got a little slash to the side of the neck. No call. I don't think the refs saw it.
Now number 24 for Bedford, Woolley, behind his net.
Boyd was slow to the bench right there.
Now fired in by Bedford. Just going to keep trying to keep the pressure on. They don't have to score again, but they got to play smart defense. Defensive locking, and we'll get a whistle. The icing with 11 minutes left in the third period with a 2-1 Bedford lead. Steve, as the period gets closer and closer, as time ticks away, it's going to get chippier and chippier, especially on the Kingswood side.
Well, 11 minutes here left. We had one of our defensemen headed back to the locker room playing with 4D. It looks like Mike D is back. He's a solid defenseman. We could use him here. They're already shorthanded as Brett Silva, one of their defensemen, has already been hurt this season. Had surgery on his wrist. He dressed for today's game, but he's not playing. So they're already a little bit shorthanded defensively with only 5D. It appears though Mike D is back on the bench, so that's good news.
Number 15, DeRocha takes a face-off for Bedford. The referee's going to say it was an unfair draw, so we're going to redo it again. Philbrook's going to take the draw this time for Bedford.
Well, the top line from Kingswood's back out there, and the second line for Bedford, top defensive forwards here. So we're going to see good physical play again.
Now Vanderman behind on the side of his net, fires it up, taken out. Here comes DeRocha, tries to give chase. Now Bedford comes across the blue line. There's a cut, shift, shot. Wide of the net. Chipped up by Bedford by DeRocha. And here comes Kingswood. Vanderman on the forecheck. Now number 37, Bedford, Collins, dumps it in.
Well, we just saw the back checking of Bedford really come into play there. What we saw against Merrimack was exactly that, where they were just all over Merrimack's play. They couldn't get out of the zone because we always had 4 guys back in our zone when they were rushing out. We just saw it there. They can continue this for the next 10 minutes. We're going to be in good shape.
And he just missed Mitchell with a great shot on net, and Gogan had to come up big. to keep his team in the game. Now back to D. D up the ice to Viola. Viola comes across the ice, looking to pass it off, loses control. Now Roy's a rush up the ice.
Well, here we go with Kingswood getting a chance here.
I gotta drop in off the second to be back in 5 minutes.
Kurt Mitchell behind the net.
Up the ice, kept in by the D. Fired out by Bedford. That's going to be off. You got a whistle on that. That's going to come outside the Bedford end.
Well, it looks like Kingswood's going to keep their top line on the ice. Oh, they're going to make a change.
Taking the face off of Bedford. Jason Campbell, they win the draw. Up the ice, number 19, just the outreach stretch of Susie. And here comes Bedford. Odd man rush, tries to get around the Kingswood defenseman, can't do so. There's Campbell, fires it up, giving chase number 10.
Well, this defensive pair of Campbell and Vanderman has really had a good game. They're both seniors, both graduating this year, both big young men.
We're coming to you from Sullivan Arena, St. Anselm's College, Bedford 2, Kingswood 1. I'm Mike Currier for Steve Tempesta. Steve, winner of this game goes on to Wednesday night semifinal game, and the winner of that game goes to the championship next Saturday at the Verizon Wireless Arena.
Well, I've been to those games last year. They were both very exciting, as you can imagine, just like this game has been. It's something that happens if you get to win a state championship at a high school level. It's a pretty special moment for the players, for the coaches, for the school, for everybody involved. So,
and Bedford, obviously, defending champions, trying to repeat, and repeating, obviously, no matter what sport you're in, it's difficult to do. But Bedford obviously taking the lead here, 2-1 on the right path to moving on. But we still got 8 minutes left to play here in the third period.
Now nice feed right there.
Oh, what a save! Nice pad save. And Gogan chatting it up with number 37 for Bedford, Brian Collins.
That was a nice feed by Ben Philbrick, passing it back to Gagliardi. Took a quick shot. You never know, traffic in front of the net, you never know what can happen. What looks like Kingswood's been collapsing down, really trying to get 5 guys in front of their goalie, so Bedford appears to have some openings on the defensive end. If they can get some shots from the point and just crash the net, look for some rebounds, that'd be a good opportunity there for Bedford.
There's a blast in the point, saved by Gogan. Now Viola's got it, looking to center it to O'Hara, can't do so, wraps it around, tees it up, shot.
Oh, that just went through.
And I'll tell you, if you're looking, you see a scrum in front of the net.
Oh, here comes a penalty. Going to be a power play for Bedford.
There's a steeper penalty by Kingswood as a retaliation for...
Let's take a quick replay look at that traffic in front of the net where Chris O'Hara got tangled up with the goalie. What happened there is the goalie came out to the top of the crease, actually beyond the crease for that slap shot at the point by Campbell, and he gets tangled up. That's unfortunate for the goalie, but that's not a penalty. That's not a penalty, Mike.
Nope. But Josh Grasso retaliating, he's going to get the gate, and Bedford's going to go on a power play here. And I'll tell you, a goal here by Bedford is going to pretty much really going to collapse Kingswood's...
So what I was told before the game, they're going to work on a overload, as you can see, 3 guys on the boards, and they're going to look for Mike D to sort of collapse down, sort of enter that zone for a one-timer. Just like that. What a nice play.
Now knocked out of Bedford end. Gagliardi's going to get it. Over to Mitchell. Mitchell cuts, comes in the zone. Around the net, looking to center it. Going to go to Gagliardi. Gagliardi over to Mitchell, trying to set it up. O'Hara in front of the net. Rebound, shot.
Oh, just wide by Mike D. What a nice feed by Chris O'Hara.
Now Viola's got it. He's got behind the net, trying to set it up to Mitchell. Mitchell's going to go to Gagliardi. Gagliardi tees it up. Shot wide of the net. Oh, it was tipped or saved by Gogan. Now Mitchell's got it. He's setting it up. Comes from on the corner. Now Gagliardi over to D. Shoot, saved by Gogan.
Oh, that's going to go out of play. Nice Nice minute action there with Bedford really controlling that puck on the boards, quarterbacking that play with Kurt Mitchell on the half wall, Chris Viola and sometimes Chris O'Hara behind the net, and just making those feeds to Mike D coming down from the defensive, the weak side D coming into the zone looking for one-timers. It happened a couple times there. We're going to continue to look for it here.
Now Vanderminden's got it, plays with it. Over to Philbrook. Vanderminden takes a shot, saved by Gogan.
You know, no shot in late in the third period is a bad shot. Nice shot by JJ. Get that shot on net. You know, an easy glove save. Defensively, they were able to move some of the Bedford forwards out of the way.
Now DeRoche hits a shot, turns around and hits a shot. Covered up by Gogan. With 6:11 here, remaining in the third period, Bedford holding on to a 2-1 lead.
Well, again, the referee trying to take control, throwing both centermen out of the face-off dot.
Now Collins takes a draw. Willie fires it in. Now number 15 for Bedford. That's DeRochers. He's going to battle. Centers it up the side of the net, up to Willie. Willie over to number 37 for Bedford. Collins. Willie takes a shot.
Oh, that was a big block by number 3. Took that right in the gut.
And that's going to do it for the Bedford power play as they put a lot of pressure on the goaltender in Kingswood, but it couldn't come up with it. Oh, that could have been trouble right there. That could have been trouble. As Polini takes a shot, wide of the net. Someone's going to get the goalie his stick as he lost it. They do. And Bedford comes out. Nice check at center ice.
Well, a little sloppy play right there by Colin Willie, passing that puck out. Unfortunately, he passed it right at the stick of number 2, Polini. Had to go to the boards, but he took 2 quick shots. That could have been dangerous, dangerous, dangerous.
And that's the one person you don't want to give it to. Now Bedford tries to fire it out. Now taken up by number 25 for Bedford, Philbrook. That's going to go out of play. And that's going to come back into the Kingswood zone with 4:53 left in the third period. 2-1 Bedford.
Well, Mike, watching the power play by Bedford defensively on the Kingswood side, it happened just there as well. Kingswood is just don't feel comfortable with the puck right now. They seem to just be trying to wrap it around the boards, send it out of the zone, maybe alleviate a little bit of the pressure, but still they've got to stay in control of that puck, and they're not doing it. Bedford's just too quick and too fast for this team.
Now Kingswood wraps it around, can't get it out. Over to Vanderminden, he takes a shot wide of the net. Boyd gives chase. A little check, a little high on the elbow, no call. Up in the air, taken by Kingswood. Stolen by Murray. Murray comes over the line. There's a cut, looking to center it. Now Kingswood takes it, and here they come.
Now that play right there could have been a called interference. Probably should have been. He didn't have the puck. His teammate had already had it. And Tyler Murray's coming off the ice. Looks like he might be a little stung on that play.
He looks hurt. Play's going to come all the way down to the Bedford end, to the left of Tempesta. Mitchell takes the draw for Bedford, wins it, takes it out. Here comes Viola trying to beat the defenseman. Almost does. Now O'Hara battles with it. O'Hara in the corner. It's Viola. He's got Mitchell in the slot. Couldn't get it to him. Now Mitchell takes over. Checks it. Gagliardi. 2-on-2. Even man rush. Fires it up. Number 39, Vanderminden's going to take it over to Viola. Viola beats the winger. Comes in the zone. Looking to set it up. Wrapped around the net. Tried to kept in by Vanderminden as he pinches from his defensive position. Now wrapped around. His Gagliardi takes a shot, keeps it back in. I'm just going to fire right back in. As he kills valuable seconds and minutes off the clock here. O'Hara with a shot. Mitchell!
Oh, just wide of the net.
Pull the trigger.
He had an open net there, but just really didn't have control of that puck. that would have been devastating for Kingswood.
Now Mitchell battles where it comes out in the net, takes a shot, rebound saved by Gogan. And Bedford's putting the pressure on here with 2:58 to go in the third period with a 2-1 lead.
Well, Gogan kicked that puck out right to Kurt Mitchell, one of the biggest snipers on the Bedford Bulldog team. Just didn't really have control. Had he gotten control, that puck would have found the back of the net. Fortunately for Kingswood, it didn't. We still remain 2-1. Well, Kingswood calls a timeout here, Mike.
Yep, timeout. Here we are with 2:58 to go in the third period. Kingswood called a timeout, regrouping, trying to come up with a game plan to storm the net, hopefully get that tying goal. Bedford's got to hold them off with 2:58. I tell you, 2:58 is seeming a long time.
It seems like an eternity in any type of sporting event. As the time just ticks away, it won't go by fast enough. But Bedford really looks in control of this game with the remaining 3 minutes here. I'm hoping and I'm hopeful that they'll be able to control and keep the puck in their zone. The defensive side from Kingswood, again, they look a little scattered and having difficulty getting the puck out of the zone, staying in control of that play and coming out with it with force. Instead, they're just wrapping the puck around, trying to just get it out. So hopefully, Bedford stays true to their game plan and gets shots on net.
Bedford's defense has done a really good job here in the third period, Steve, keeping the pressure off Tempesta. And as you said, it holds true this game. They are a second and third period team. And right now they're trying to get that third goal to break the back of Kingswood.
Well, that was a nice timeout call by Kingswood. Allows their top players to get a quick rest. They throw out their second line. We're probably going to see their first line for a long time in the remaining part of this game.
Collins takes a draw from Bedford, but it's won by Kingswood. Now number 24, Willie. Willie's going to fire right back in. Now number 4 for Kingswood, that's Bonifat. Kept in by D. Well, they're going to call. They're going to say it went out the zone, outside the zone, and it was brought back in by D. And then I'll come back out to neutral ice. The Roche is going to hit the face-off of Bedford. Won by Bedford. They fire back in. Now giving chase number 37. That's Collins for Bedford. Fired back in by Willie.
Well, Bedford's game plan here is to make Kingswood go 200 feet down to their goalie and see if they can put one in. It's going to make it as difficult as they can.
That's going to be ice. Not what he wanted to do in that case, Steve. He wanted to just chip it out enough where it didn't make it all the way in, but unfortunately it went all the way down and it's going to come back to the other side, to the right of Tempesta.
I couldn't agree more. That was an unfortunate icing. I thought the defenseman may have touched it when he jumped up for it, but they didn't. Now we're seeing both offensively. Bedford thrown out to counter-attack the Kingswood offensive line.
Bedford's got their number 1 line out now. Mitchell, O'Hara, and Viola. Now Viola gives chase. Taken by Mitchell. Here he comes. He's got O'Hara on his right side. Mitchell's just he's gonna fire. Oh, what a check. I think they both got the worst out of that one. Now stepped in. That would have been dangerous play by the number 39 Vanderman as he tried to pinch. Almost got caught. Now taken by number 9. Grasso. Vanderman has got it. Fire it back in. Delayed offside. He got to clear the end. And here comes Kingswood. Around the net. Tried to center it. Can't do so. Nice block there by number 39 for Bedford. O'Hara. Rebound up front. That's trouble. Gonna get on him. O'Hara, Viola takes it, fires it up to O'Hara. 2-on-1, Bedford. Viola and O'Hara. The Viola shot, saved by.
Oh, big save right there by Gogan on a 2-on-1. Looked like they were working a little magic there between O'Hara and Viola. A nice little soft pass to Viola. Just couldn't find the back of the net.
And the senior netminder keeps his team in the game with a minute 22 left here in the third period. Now here comes Kingston off the face-off, taken by Willie. He's going to fire it back in. They're going to make Kingston chase after it. Now DeRocher is the lone forechecker. Now around the Bedford net.
Well, it shouldn't be long. There goes the goalie from Kingswood. 6-on-5 here.
Well, loose puck, but they got the whistle with 1 minute and 1 second to go in the game, Steve. Kingswood pulled their goalie, and we're going to see if Coach Myers can take a timeout here. But
well, we have 1-on-1 left, 6-on-5. Kingswood pulled their goalie. This makes for a great finish right here.
Now Mitchell's going to get thrown out of the face-off circle, and O'Hara takes in the face-off, won by Bedford, and Tempesta's going to cover it up. And I'll tell you, this is the best part of playoff hockey. Less than a minute left in the game. We got the goalie pulled, 2-1 game. You couldn't ask for more of an exciting game than we've had this afternoon.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm a little nervous right now watching this game.
Spoken like a true goalie dad. Oh! I'll tell you, Tempesta never saw that. That came off from nowhere.
Let's take a quick look at that replay. Won the face-off back to the defenseman. Not a very hard shot, and it went through a couple sets of legs, including the goalies. I don't think he ever saw that puck until it was almost by him.
That was a true screen. And that's going to tie the game with 52 seconds left here.
Well, there's still some time left on the clock here for Bedford to get a chance to win this game. Same thing holds true for Kingswood. They're not out of this. Tie game, 2-2. It's anybody's game at this point.
Here we go, 48 seconds left. Taken by Kingswood. Here, check by Gagliardi. Now here's D behind his net. He's going to come out with it, looking to make a pass. Here he goes, full speed ahead. Comes across the ice. Rebound.
What a goal! What a pass by Kurt Mitchell! Out front to Chris O'Hara to finish that play.
Unbelievable. That play started with defenseman D coming across the ice, carrying it into the zone, setting it up, and a beautiful centering pass. Let's go to the replay, Steve. Unbelievable.
Well, you see Mike and D carrying that puck through the neutral zone with speed and power. Drags one of the defensemen with him. It does get knocked off his stick, but they keep it in the zone. It goes deep behind the goal line. A quick pass out front to O'Hara, and he buries it top corner. What a change here in momentum. 25 seconds left. I cannot believe we've just seen 2 goals in the last minute of this game.
Now here comes Kingswood. They're trying to get that goalie out. Fired in. There goes Gogan for the extra man. Bedford clears it out. It's out. There should be a whistle there. They're going to get it. With 12.7 seconds left, Steve, it looked like Kingswood came back to tie the game to force overtime. Bedford didn't give up, came back and got the go-ahead goal with 12 seconds left here in the game. And it looks like fire on Tempesta. He takes it. He's going to play it. 7 seconds left. Just wrap it around. And that's going to be it. Bedford's going to move on to the semifinal game. What an unbelievable finish, Steve. And we're going to have a little extracurricular activity there between Kingswood and Bedford, but unbelievable finish to the game.
Mike, I don't know. I'm a little speechless here watching that game. Kingswood pulls the goalie, gets a fortunate goal between the legs of Tempesta, and Bedford comes right down and scores the winning goal with 25 seconds left on the clock. What a finish to this game.
Bedford never gave up, being resilient, even though they could have just taken the tie, gone into overtime, hoped for the best. They kept the pressure on, came back and got the go-ahead goal to get the win. Because you don't really want to go to overtime because you never know what's going to happen. And they came back and they got the go-ahead goal. Credit the defenseman, Michael G, for carrying that play right into the zone, setting that whole play up, and a beautiful pass to O'Hara, who just roofed it on the goalie, Gogan, who was really played a very good game for Kingston today. Just unfortunately comes on the short end of the stick, but what an unbelievable game we saw here today, Steve. We knew it was going to be like this.
Absolutely.
We knew it was going to be tight. We knew Kingswood was going to come here and lay down. They gave the Bulldogs a fight, and the defending state champions came back with the win to move on to to the semifinal round?
Well, it was really a tale of two goaltenders. We saw a couple mistakes by both of them, which created goals for the opponents. But the reality is both of them played very, very well today. Gogan for Kingswood, as you said, was stellar in net. The 3 goals really don't tell the whole story. He played fantastic. On the other side, Bedford, Tempesta played well. He's made the stops he needed to stop. They went down early 1-0. He made two big saves on number 2, Polini, close range in front of the net. So what a finish to this game. The last minute, you couldn't ask for anything more. The last minute of the second period, Bedford scores twice. The last minute, Kingswood ties the game. Bedford gets the game winner. What an outcome of this game.
The only thing better would be a semifinal game Wednesday night to be determined who the Bulldogs are going to play. And the winner of that game, the Verizon Wireless Arena, March 9th, with a state championship. Let's cross our fingers and Bedford can pull one out to defend their championship. So for now, I'm Mike Bernard, Steve Tempesta, my partner in crime. We'll see you next time. This is Bedford Bulldogs Hockey.